Right now, somewhere in the world, a woman is showing a man exactly how she feels about him. Not with words and not with a text message, but through subtle signals in her body language. The surprising part is that most men completely miss these signals. They overlook them again and again, and by the time they realize what was happening, the moment is already gone. But once you understand what to look for, the way you view interactions with women can change completely. Research published in the journal Evolution and Human Behavior suggests that women often communicate romantic interest through nonverbal signals rather than direct words. In many cases, these signals appear repeatedly before most men even begin to notice them. In other words, the body may be expressing attraction long before the mind consciously acknowledges it. These behaviors are usually not planned or deliberate. They are often natural responses that occur when someone feels comfortable, interested, or emotionally engaged. One important thing to understand is that human communication is heavily influenced by body language. Studies in communication research have suggested that only a small portion of emotional meaning comes from words, while tone of voice and body movements communicate much more. This means that during a conversation, someone's posture, gestures, and small movements can reveal far more about how they feel than what they actually say. The first body signal often mentioned in discussions of attraction is the neck. When someone tilts their head slightly during conversation or moves their hair away from their neck, it can signal comfort and openness. The neck is a vulnerable part of the body, and exposing it can subconsciously indicate trust or relaxation around another person. Sometimes a person may touch their necklace, brush their hair aside, or lightly touch their neck while speaking. On its own, this might mean nothing, but when it happens repeatedly during a conversation, it can indicate that the person feels comfortable and engaged. The second area people often notice in body language research is the wrists, particularly the inner wrists. In many cultures, open palms and visible wrists are associated with openness and honesty. When someone gestures with their palms facing upward or rests their hands in a way that exposes the inside of their wrists, it can signal that they feel relaxed and unguarded. Psychologists who study nonverbal communication have observed that people often show more open hand gestures when they feel positive toward the person they are interacting with. Another part of the body that communicates a great deal without words is the legs and feet. Behavioral experts often note that the direction a person's feet point can reveal where their attention or interest is focused. When someone's feet or legs are consistently pointed toward a person in a group, it can indicate that their attention is naturally drawn in that direction. Similarly, small movements like shifting weight, crossing and uncrossing legs, or subtle restlessness can sometimes appear when someone feels excited, nervous, or energized during a conversation. Finally, one of the strongest nonverbal signals involves the torso, or the front of the body. When someone turns their full body toward another person during conversation, it often suggests strong engagement and interest in what that person is saying. Facing someone directly can indicate openness and attentiveness. On the other hand, when someone keeps their body angled away or creates physical barriers, such as turning their shoulder away, it can signal emotional distance or discomfort. These signals rarely appear alone. When someone feels genuine interest or connection, several of these behaviors often appear together. A person might face you directly, gesture openly with their hands, tilt their head while listening, and orient their legs or feet toward you. Each individual movement may seem small, but together they can create a pattern that reveals comfort, attention, and engagement. Understanding body language does not mean reading someone's mind, but it can help you become more aware of subtle cues in everyday interactions. These signals are part of a natural human communication system that has existed long before spoken language. Paying attention to posture, gestures, and orientation can give you a better sense of how someone is feeling during a conversation. Recognizing these cues is only one part of building connections with people. Respect, awareness, and clear communication are still the most important elements of any relationship or interaction. When body language and genuine conversation align, it often creates the strongest and most natural sense of connection.